Pig set Fragile up, huh?
Eavesdropping again?
It's all in your cuff logs. And with the aid of the Cairo network, we were able to restore Middle Knot City's regional archives. The records corroborate her story.
Don't need you to tell me what's true and what ain't. I could hear it in her voice. Son of a bitch fucked her over good.
No reservations about working with her then, I hope.
Good news, Sam. The bot you sent out made it to its destination. The test was a success. Got another one prepped for you to use. Thank you with my thanks.
One more thing, Sam. A new delivery type has been added to the terminal. Your hard work's getting noticed. And because of that, there's been some talk of offering a premium service. Now, it might seem like a hassle to willingly take on extra restrictions, but if you succeed, you'll boost your rep even more. So, if someone asks you to deliver within a time limit, you could counter it by setting the limit even lower, thereby earning yourself a better evaluation if successful. Now, if you're feeling up for a challenge, give it a try.
There we go.
Bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until the decontaminating suit. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
So you made it. Looks good as new. Oh yeah, I got something. Well, take care of yourself.
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery terminal for further. restrictions lifted.
Wonder if anyone's watching.
clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you.
Hello. Sam Bridges, right? We've been expecting you. The gauge you brought is going to save a lot of lives. Let me do a quick inspection. Oh, wonderful. Thank you. Once you connect us to the network, you mind doing me? I'm sure they told you, but this weather station was built before the Death Stranding. Unfortunately, we lost contact with so it's been tough to measure chiralium levels but thanks to you, this weather station can finally function as you made our jobs easier. Now let us do the same for you. We won't let you down, I promise. Take care.
I see you got the weather station back online. When a region is integrated into the chiral network, it's also brought closer to the beach. There's a significant impact on chiralium levels, and measuring that impact is one of the Cupid's primary functions. The more we know, the more accurately we can determine where to expect timefall and when. Without the chiral network... Oh, and thanks to your latest accomplishment, you can now review the weather forecast via your cufflinks. Check your map. You'll see. I'll keep an eye on the chiral density from right here in my... It's not too far from South Nazi. Keep processing those orders, and you'll put that region on the grid soon. Good luck, Sam.
Good work, Sam. That's one more site on the grid. Keep it up and we'll be finished before you know it. The weather station's forecast should be visible to everyone on the chiral network now. Yourself included. You can access them via your cufflinks. It could be useful when plotting your routes.
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery terminal for further information.
Weather forecasts can now be viewed via your cufflinks. Should come in handy.
We've added a timefall shelter option to your PCC. They're perfect.
Order assigned.
Bridges has always been so good to us. Amelie was a dear friend in the early days. She saw the value in what we were doing and led the effort to get our farm up and running. We've been waiting a long time to join the chiral network.
Let's have a look at that wheat you brought, shall we?
Well, I'll be. Did you really bring us this much? Oh.
By the way, you wouldn't happen to know Fragile, would you? If you see her, pass along a message for us. Tell her, thanks for saving our hides. If she hadn't stepped up, 𝔖𝔢𝔦𝔡 and our farm would have been wiped off the face of the earth. She's a hero. All right, the net. Think you can get us online?
So, Sam, you've been run down by mules after they pinged your cargo, right? Well, to help prevent that from happening again, we've upgraded your own cargo scanner. Say you're about to get pinged. If you time it right, you can return the favor and cancel out their pulse with your own. They'll be none the wiser, and you can carry on without worry.
Thank you. Now to start really using time. Truth be told, we've got some test fields, but the timefall around here was fairly regular, so we had a reasonable... But then the terrorists went and through. Weather became impossible to predict. The network's forecast ought to help us get back. If all goes to plan, we'll be able to expand our operation. We'll continue our genetic research too, of course. Hell, maybe we'll even stumble into some answers. We got our work cut out for us. Thanks again, Sam.
That's the way, Sam. Halfway there. You can do it. Huh? Well, would you look at that? You've only just brought the Timefall farm into the network, and already we've got new orders. May as well make use of the return trip.
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery terminal for further information. Decontaminating suit. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
Congratulations, Sam. Your it now has the capacity to produce more complex structures. I'll let Mama fill you in on...
It's but give it a shot.
Order assigned. Delivery parameters updated. Time limit set. Beginning scan. Have a pleasant journey.
Sam, it's fragile. Though he calls himself a junk dealer now, your client used to work in comms as a repairman. Could fix anything, from wireless terminals to integral parts of the civic network. He was a good man, a pleasure to deal with. But after the attack near 𝔖𝔦𝔡 City, he changed. Not that I blame him. We gave him plenty of reason to distrust us.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Fragile Express ID verified. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. Delivering cargo.
Long time gone, my girl. All because of some terrorist nut jobs. And their buddies at Fragile. Whatever. You make good time. Like you're supposed to. That's your job, isn't it? As far as I'm concerned, all you porters are no better than terrorists. And nothing... So take your Cupid and...
Well, okay then. Something tells me that if we want to win him over, we need to figure out what really happened to that woman in the hologram. He seems to think she died in the attack, but which is why I asked Fragile to look into it.
Hey, Sam. I was looking through my old client database on the off chance I might find our mystery woman. And wouldn't you know it, a pretty close match popped up. Facial and voice. She's still alive. Our junk dealer's grieving for nothing. I doubt he'll take our word for it, though. Hang on. He just posted another order. Probably just trying to push our buttons. May as well check the delivery terminal and...
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery terminal for further information. Order assigned.
Just had to give yourself a challenge, huh?
You may select partial delivery to submit required cargo currently in your possession and return with the remainder when convenient. Once the cargo submitted meets or exceeds
Oh, shit! You actually managed to get the goods out of there? That takes balls. Well, now, it's more than I asked for. Not bad. You know, those ruins... Bridges, too. All that talk of rebuilding. My girl would still be alive if it wasn't for you people. She was there. She was already dead.
He's wrong. She's in a shelter southeast of the ruins. Mind if I take over? If he's not coming outside, and I'm guessing he'll feel...
Hey, Bridges. Fragile says my girl's alive. And I'm just supposed to believe her? Hell no. You're gonna need to prove it. I'll give you something to take to this woman you found. She says it's hers. You bring her back here to me. Take this with you, too. Threw together some of the parts. Just so we're clear, I'm only giving it to you because I want to make abso-fucking-lutely sure you complete this delivery. If my girl's still alive, then when she sees what you're carrying, You did right by me.
Good work. New order available. Sam, the order's been posted. Take a look at the delivery terminal.
Weapons restrictions lifted. Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Fragile Express ID verified. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until...
What do we have here? This is in great shape. The infamous I'll agree to a trial run. But just, so you can connect me, yes? I'll think about joining the UC. I have something for you. Take it. So long, Sam Bridges. Thank you.
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery terminal for further information.
According to the junk dealer, the Cairo hourglass is extremely fragile, and that kind of cargo is best carried by hand.
That's a little something from the junk dealer. Sam, that active skeleton is built for speed. It's designed to augment muscle movement, enabling you to travel faster. There's even a boost function if you really need to hustle, but it'll eat up battery about as fast as you eat up the ground. To think he made a thing like that out of junk, talent like his shouldn't go to waste.
Order assigned. Fragile Express ID verified. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked. Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Fragile Express ID verified. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you.
Are you with Fragile Express? I'm not expecting a package. Oh my lord. Let me have a closer look. Oh, incredible. Not so much as a single scratch. I can't thank you enough. So, I'm on the one and only chiral network now. That's wonderful. I'm happy to be You'll drop by again, won't you?
Take me with you. Please. I have to see him again. I made this for him, you know. When the terrorists attacked, my mother and I barely escaped with our lives. I tried to find him afterwards. I did. I just didn't know where to look. But that's not why I stopped. My mother never liked him. She made that pretty clear. But I didn't think she'd go as far as to lie. So when she said that he died, I believed her. Until I heard that message. It's him. It's really him. I should never have given up. Deep down, I knew he was out there somewhere. But I couldn't leave my mother all alone. So I tried to make my peace with it. Only I couldn't. Not even if I wanted to. I was stuck in the past, unable to move on. Take me to him. I'm begging you. I'm ready to go. Right now, if you want, just say you'll take me.
Deploying autonomous delivery bot.
A floating carrier. Chiral. You can load. If one. Just make sure. That there's a handgun configured to fire hermetic rounds. Bullets loaded with your own blood. Should do some damage to any BTs you come across. The gun draws blood from your body, or any bags on hand, to fill its cartridges when in use. Length of the trigger pull determines the amount loaded into the next round. Longer pulls mean more blood and more potential damage to the BT on the receiving end. Just don't drain yourself dry by accident, okay?
As you know, you'll be transporting a living human being for a change. It goes. So proceed.
your contribution. Scanning Bridges ID. 𝔖𝔢𝔦𝔡 ID verified. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
Are you hurt? Sorry, I was such an asshole. I treated you and Fragile like shit. I'm gonna try and make a fresh start with my girl. And though I can't do half of what you people do out there every day, I'm ready to pull my weight. If you need anything fixed, I'm your man. The UCA can count on me. It'll take some getting used to, but it's past time. We will join the UCA's network. I won't let you down. I swear.
We'll never forget you. Thank you.
Sam, that whole region is connected to the Cairo network now. Head for the next area. To connect South Knot City, you'll need to make a delivery from Lake Knot City.
Huh? Not sure I follow. Why not just get them on the network? Let them print what they need.
Because you can't print everything. You do know that, right? Food, medicine, organic compounds, that blood of yours that's proven so effective against BTs? None of that can be sent via the network. Only the old-fashioned way. The people of South Knot have been struggling ever since the last attack. Now, if they're to survive, they'll need all the supplies Lake Knot can spare. Head back there and pick up the order. By the way, sometimes you might find yourself traveling home empty-handed, right? Wasted trip, I say. Make the most out of it by making sure you've always got an order on your back. For instance, one just came in from the junk dealer. A joint request from him and the Cairo artist, looks like. I think it'd be in everyone's best interest if you took it on. Check the terminal for detail.
Heads up, Sam. I'm detecting abnormal Cairo levels to the north of South Knot City. The numbers indicate heavy timefall in the area. It appears to be some kind of storm, but nothing like anything I've ever seen before. Though, truth be told, I can't act. The storm should be right outside my lab, but with the baby, I'm in no position to investigate. Doesn't seem to have done any real damage yet, but would you mind looking into it for me?
Thanks, Sam.
Weapons restrictions lifted. Decontaminating suit. Rest is advised.
Come a long way, huh? Hope your cargo. Yes. So, motor, they're not like our usual supply.
I think I choked.
Heard you. I'll notify HQ.
Hey, just got the evaluation results from the people at the distro center for those prototypes you dropped. Looks like both caught their eye. The motor, for one, was impressive. They really couldn't believe it was made from scrap. It can be fitted to a modified truck. They contracted the jump to. They had good things to say about the pouch. Contract has already been made, and you'll find the pouch in your private room. If you want... Anyway, I hope you...
Good work. New order available. Please access...
Sam, don't know if you're aware, but you can customize your pack and your private room. Why not give it a try?
Ready to take the plunge? So, The only things you can bring with you is yourself. And maybe a few other trinkets that are really important to you. Okay, close your eyes. Picture your destination. Hold it in your mind.
Sam, got a favor to ask. If you could bring some cargo back to Capital Knot City from the distribution center out west, it'd be great. Earn a good eval, and you might even get more than your usual reward. What do you...
People down in South Knot City have had to suffer through a lot of terrorist attacks lately. They've not been receiving supplies regularly either. No one's starving, not yet, but a sense of unease. We need you to bring them as much as you can of whatever you'll own. None of which can be sent via a Cairo. A delivery will remind the citizens. It will give them hope. And if you can get them connected to the Cairo network. Something's been nagging at me though. Fragile checked in a little while ago, saying that due to some instability with the beach, she was having trouble making jumps. Until things settle down, she won't be able to help you out. Fragile, I marked a location on your map. Be sure to take a look. By the way, chiral density appears to be increased. We're currently looking into what kind of impact this might have on Cupid functioning. No need for you to worry about all that, though. Just...
You can use those little darlings to stun your enemies. They deliver living.
Unable to process order. Unable to process order. Please stand by until the problem can be rectified.
Oh, hi. Sam, Bridges, I presume? Sorry about that. The system seems to be on the fritz. One of the packages wasn't processed properly and got left out of the order. It says here the client is Fragile herself. Someone double-tagged it so the system couldn't tell whether it's for Fragile Express or Bridges. Anywho, really sorry for the holdup, and, careful. The contents are fragile. It's okay.
Sam, if you're gonna build new road, you need to get to the paver first.
Beginning scan. Have a pleasant journey. Have a pleasant journey. Weapons restrictions lifted.
Sam, looks like you're coming up on that auto paver. Get it going and you'll have yourself a road in no time flat. Great job, Sam. That road is a sight to behold. This is only the beginning. Creating a transport network that spans the continent is key to our future. That's why it's important that you utilize any and every favor you come across to rebuild our highways and byways. Imagine how much easier your work would be if you could drive from coast to coast.
Says here the client is fragile herself. Careful. The contents are fragile.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID.
Is this really for Fragile? Where's she at, anyway?
scan. Scanning Bridges ID. Verifying weapons restrictions.
Is this really for Fragile? Where's she at, anyway?
Beginning scan. Scanning Bridges ID. Verifying ID.
Is this really for Fragile? Where's she at, anyway?
Beginning scan. Scanning Bridges ID. Verifying ID.
Is this really for Fragile? Where's she at, anyway?
Decontaminating suit. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
Oh, hi. Sam, Bridges, I presume? Says here the client is fragile herself. Careful. The contents are fragile.
What's wrong?
Fragile. Son of a bitch, it was him.
What are you talking about?
The package I picked up for you, the one from 𝔂𝔬𝔡.
Hold on. I wasn't expecting any package.
He said Fragile herself was the client. The system was down, so some Bridges delivery guy had to hand it over in person.
Who?
Look, the point is, it was Higgs.
Come on, I need to see it now. It's a nuke! Not again. That bastards can't do this to me again. The timer's already started. I can't stop it. We only have one option. Sam, we've got to get rid of it. Take it down to the crater next to 𝔬𝔦. It's a tar pit.
All right, Sam. I've added the location of the crater lake to your map. Get the nuke there ASAP and dispose of it.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Sam, you're at the lake, aren't you? Hurry up and get rid of that goddamn nuke.
Getting harder to move. Yep, I'm sinking.
It's over. Gonna have to call this one a failure.
Beginning scan. Scanning Bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will...
Sam, you're at the lake, aren't you? Hurry up and get rid of that goddamn nuke.
Jesus, that was close. You saved the city and everyone in it. I love a lot more than I ever did.
Maybe there's no way of saving Middle Knot. But South Knot's still here. Because of me. And you. What happened to you?
By the time I realized what Higgs was planning, the nuke was already at the city gates. I followed the delivery truck and somehow managed to carry the bomb to safety. But Higgs had been on to me from the start. He caught me red-handed outside the gates, nuke still cradled in my arms like a child. So, as punishment, he strips me down to nothing. And then he makes it rain.
Listen up, Fragile. I got a proposition for you. Do you want to live out your days as damaged goods? Or would you rather take damage for the goods?
Get to the point.
All right. If all you want is to save yourself, you just have to jump. However, if you want to see this altruistic streak of yours through, then you'll have to carry my nuke to the bottomless pit and toss it in. Oh, sure, you'll be the city's savior. But you will have to walk naked through Timefall to do it. Trade a lot of your time for a little bit of the city's? Hell, seems like a fair exchange to me.
Truth is, I don't much care for my face. That's why I hide it. Oh, but you... Ooh, you just love yours, don't you? I bet Daddy was real proud. Oh. Don't worry. I won't mess it up. See, I want your face to be a kind of testament.
Yeah. Why did you do it? Why did you betray me?
Because I found someone who completes me. Someone who doesn't need me to wear a mask. Oh. Word to the wise. Even if you do save South Knot, you'll always be the nut job who blew up Middle Knot. Oh, and that pretty face of yours will always be remembered as the face of a terrorist. They'll never stop hunting you. Believe me, I know. Oh, they can slap a sticker on you, but you're still gonna break in transit. Oh. So, what's it gonna be?
I'll take the damage and the goods. don't break that easy.
Well, good luck with that.
I'll take the damage and the goods. I don't break that easy. I'll take the damage and the goods. I don't break that easy. Because I'm fragile. But I'm not that fragile.
Well, there it is. You are a goddamn hero. You did the right thing. This belongs to you.
I'm no hero, Sam. That choice I made, I've regretted it ever since. All I had to do was jump, and I could have saved myself.
But instead, you saved a city. And more than that, you gave people hope.
Well, now there's only one person left for me to save. I'm gonna make Hetz regret he ever crossed me.
By killing him?
Can't. He's way more powerful now than he was before. But you could take him. You could. But promise me. Promise me you'll leave him alive. There's something I want to ask him to his face.
I didn't think you were capable of torture.
Am now. And I want to know why he betrayed me. Do you want it? Sam. Don't forget about the supply run to 𝔖𝔦𝔡 City.
Outstanding, Sam. Now let's get your cargo to 𝔖𝔦𝔡 City and put those people on the network.
Great to see you, man. You don't know how much we've been looking forward to this. A lot of people hurting here. Given this quantity, we really appreciate it. So is it true the chiral network? I can't believe it. If it's not a dream. I don't think we could have survived without the chiral. It could help us finally. You've given us 𝔬𝔢. I woke up every day. Yet, let's just say I don't believe in miracles. I believe in people. Just like you did today. Now it's our turn to pick up the pieces. We really...
Good work, Sam. I'll see that your supplies are ready and waiting. I suppose I don't need to tell...
Thanks, Sam. You've saved 𝔖𝔦𝔡 City. You're halfway there. Listen.
Sam, Amelie's... We've been routing her calls through the old system. Must be a problem with them. I'll look into it. Let's just hope it's nothing...
Sam, I'm detecting it right in your vicinity. These numbers are off the chart. This might explain the sudden service interruption.
Whatever's causing it could pose a threat to the not cities.